Hi there, Kath Gammack, Rig Market Analyst with Westwood Global Energy, here with a quick recap of some of last week's offshore rig market highlights. New contracts or extensions were again in short supply this week. However, Jack-Up Aras Driller has been awarded a one-well exploration programme offshore the United Arab Emirates by Pakistan Petroleum. The well is expected to last around 60 days in Block 5 and should begin in November after the current charter with Atlantis Holdings is completed, meaning the rig next becomes available in January of 2024. Even with just one contract award confirmed, there was plenty of other activities. Namely, Valaris reported that subsidiary REO Drilling secured a $359 million term loan with a syndicate of local Saudi Arabian banks to finance the remaining construction and delivery of new-build jack-ups Kingdom 1, known as REO 2005, and Kingdom 2, known as REO 2006. The funds will be used to pay the remaining shipyard purchase price of the rigs and for general corporate purposes. REO 2005 is scheduled to be delivered and commence its contract with Saudi Aramco in the fourth quarter of 2023, while REO 2006 should be delivered and begin work for the same operator in the first quarter of 2024. Meanwhile, the Norwegian authorities gave 3 drilling consents, 1 drilling permit, and 2 operators made applications to drill. Namely, the PSA granted consent to Vår Energy to drill exploration well 25/8-23S in production license 956 using Odfjell managed midwater semi deep sea Yantai. The consent includes the drilling of 2 sidetracks. Equinor received consent to drill exploration well 35/11-28S in production license 248C using Odfjell ultra-deepwater semi deep sea Stavanger. An option for the drilling of a sidetrack is also included in the consent. A second consent was granted for exploration drilling from the Gullfaks C platform and applies to production well 34/10-C-51A, which has 1 production target and 2 exploration targets for delineation purposes. Vår Energy received a drilling permit from the Norwegian Petroleum Directorate for wells 25/7-12S and 25/7-12A in production license 917, which will be drilled by Odfjell managed deep sea Yantai, with drilling expected to begin in October at the earliest and last for around 63 days. The Norwegian Environment Agency received an application from Equinor to drill at Wisting in production license 537, using Odfjell ultra-deepwater semi deep sea Stavanger, with drilling to commence in January of 2024 at the earliest. While Wintershall requested permission to drill exploration well 35/8-8 in production license 248B using ultra-deepwater semi Transocean Norge, with that drilling also expected to start in January of next year. And some of the other activities in the past week saw midwater semi Well Safe Guardian finally on her way to Repsol's Buchan field in Block 20/2A of the UK North Sea. The rig had been undertaking a major shipyard work scope that included the installation of a D300 saturation dive system, amongst other modifications. Meanwhile, offshore India, Jack-Up Aban 2 is now back working for ONGC. The rig had been on a 0-day rate since the 23rd of June, when the rig began tilting whilst drilling. The rig is now in the B56 field and will be there until the contract ends in February of 2024. It is understood that an option to extend exists under the contract for another 2 or 3 wells. And finally this week there were 4 rigs on the move, namely Vantage Drilling managed ultra-deepwater drillship Capella, which left the Makassar Straits and bound for the South Andaman block offshore Indonesia. Harsh Environment ultra-deepwater semi Transocean Barents departed Lebanese waters and is now en route to Cyprus for her next contract. Diamond Offshore Deepwater Semi Ocean Apex left Broome and is nearing her first location for Impex Australia. Also, Vantage Drilling Jackup Suhana has almost completed the maintenance, inspection and upgrade work and expected to depart Pax Ocean Shipyard, Batam on the 26th of October, at which time she will be towed back to Block B in the South Natuna Sea to commence a 2-year contract with Medco Energy. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening, and I hope you found this of interest. For more information on RigLogics, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.